So we understand that not everyone agrees with all aspects of the project, and this is clearly one of those examples. But there is no question that we have developed this project to meet the priorities of the community. We've done that through a lot of consultation. So I would say again, we are proud of the project. We're proud of the consultation that's gone into this project, and are after many, many years of planning, are ready to execute on this project.
Again, Cameco has continuously told us that they kept the public informed and that they had the public support. We didn't believe that, and through discussion with many town residents and through our Facebook page that gathered much support, we realized that there was very little public knowledge of the ring road extension, and that the fact that it was to be built on public land was very much unknown. To get a clear idea of what attempts had been made to communicate, by Cameco to communicate their plan to the public, and as a result of the available CNSC hearing intervenee fund, we hired the service of a research firm, the Campaign Research, to do a peer review of all past public opinion polls and related material. The analysis, those polls suggest that we were right. In its summary, it concluded with, and I quote, "Campaign research find nothing in the yearly opinion studies to suggest that the public is in any way supportive of the ring road extension of Choate Street, nor has their opinion ever been solicited in a quantifiable way on the subject," end of quote. Our work has been made difficult right from the start by action from Cameco. Our early attempts to meet with Cameco in 2014 were denied. Again in 2014, in Cameco's annual report to the CNSC, Cameco denied our existence by stating that no requests were received to meet with outside group that year. This in light of the fact that our group was very vocal, speaking out against the ring road aspect of their vision in motion plan, which it was called by then.
It is unfortunate. As was described, we essentially did reach an impasse. We tried to work very collaboratively with the West Beach group here and the interveners. There is a basic point of disagreement, and we weren't able to reconcile that. There were, and I believe there still are, opportunities where we can collaborate or work together with the municipality and meet some areas of interest. We're happy to do that, but there are legal agreements in place to follow through on this design that we've had for many years.
We met with Vice President Del Clark a total of 3 times, accompanied by the mayor every time. And we regrettably had to stop, as he indicated to us that there would be no plan, no change made to the ring road plan as it was. At a 2014 Spring Public Forum, Cameco Vice President Del Clark was told by a committee member that their 2013 annual phone poll summary showed concern from the public over them intruding into waterfront land.
Doug Smith, Chair, West Beach Committee. I'd just like to add something there. We did quote in our submission material that Cameco in 2006, they hired Gartner Lee to help them organize this public input to their Vision 2010 plan at the time. And in their own report, and I quote the section 5.3 table 1, the heaviest weighted feedback that they got from the public was they wanted a recreational beach, and it was weighted at like number 12. There was also a much lower rated response from the public at a number 5 weight, that they would like a road to go to the pier so that, you know, they could look at the lake. And this road here, you know, it's not one that you would want to park on because it's basically an industrial road now. That's the new entrance to their facility. And that wouldn't jive with what the majority of the public input, you know, if they said, public says they want a recreational beach back there again, like it used to be, you wouldn't want to build a road on it. So one would trump out the other one, I guess you could call it today. And so, you know, they took that plan away, or all that input, and they basically, they had another consultant come in mid-2006. They picked through what they wanted for Cameco, and the document said specifically that they would pick out what was good for Cameco, not for the environment, not for the community. So after all this, the things got chucked out. And from that point on, this Vision 2010 was their plan. There was no more public input. They did presentation after presentation after presentation. This is what we're going to do. They were not asking for any input, and they wouldn't receive any input.
There are legal agreements in place to follow through on this design that we've had for many years.
So I find it strange that nowadays waterfront properties are really valuable and everybody rips up roads to get access to beachfront properties. So I'm very surprised by that kind of a thing. You still didn't answer what approval process you'll have to go through. Is Cameco owns the property right now, the whole area where the beach and the ring road would be? And would it require environmental assessment to build a road?
Cameco came to us with a proposal on how Vision in Motion in their proposed plan would work forward to redevelop the site and be able to enlarge their footprint.
The ring road, without question, does have an impact, and we've been out there with them. I've walked the land myself. The West Beach is a very important component of the waterfront master plan to the community.
We also have a council policy that speaks to maintaining access to the waterfront, and we don't typically sell lands that have direct access to the waterfront unless there is a mutual community need that can be addressed. And in this case, it was maintaining municipal infrastructure and access to the waterfront for municipal purposes, as well as for the community, and to address previous council's waterfront master plan that have been identified. I would address the idea of the ring road was conceptual in nature. We, through our negotiations, wanted to understand, for the benefit of both parties, the municipality and Cameco, what the ring road conceptually would look like and what potentially would be involved in the design. The design elements we took from our typical urban standard for road design, and we took that as an overlay, if you will, on an aerial to demonstrate whether or not our typical urban standard could conceptually be utilized in that area, understanding fully that there was going to have to be a full public consultation process that would have to be undertaken subsequently. That has yet to occur.
Why is the municipality interested in a ring road to a beautiful looking beach?